Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill with Sports Choice Plus, and I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the crystal ball with Odell Beckham Jr. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at this right now, during the game last night, we watched the shop, LeBron James' shop, and Odell Beckham was a special guest on the shop. It was very entertaining. And Odell talked about not wanting to play in the regular season for the rest of this year. What's the point of playing in a regular season? He talked about having 2 surgeries on the same leg, and he talked about how, he wants to settle down. He wants to have a family to where he can be in one city for multiple years. He talked about doing visits. What we know, he's visited the Dallas Cowboys. He's visited with the Rams. He's visited with the Buffalo Bills. He's visited with the New York City Giants. What we know is Jerry Jones and the Cowboys have leaked his medicals and said he won't be ready for 4 or 5 weeks. What we know is that the Buffalo Bills want him. What we know is the Giants want him. What we know is the Rams still want him. So at this point in time, Odell Beckham Jr. has to ask himself, how many times are you going to be able to get hurt and still get this kind of energy from these teams? And you got to think about this. What team is going to sign you, allow you to rehab on their dime, and still come back just for a playoff run? And then you got to think, if they sign you to more of a contract, they're going to expect you to be on off-season workouts. They're going to expect you to be training in the facility. They're going to be doing all these things. My advice to Odell Beckham Jr., it sounds more or less like he just wants the attention. If Dallas is only going to pay you $6 million in incentives and New York is going to pay you $20 million, I would suggest you going to the New York Giants. When you look at Odell Beckham Jr. the last couple of years, last year was a pretty good year for him because he came back. He rehabbed a little bit. He came back and had a magical run. He did get hurt in the Super Bowl, unfortunately. But you're looking at the energy he put towards that Rams team that helped carry them over the top to a Super Bowl. You're looking at that kind of production. You can play on my team anytime. But I think Odell has to go someplace where he's not going to be considered the guy. He's not going to be considered the savior. He's not going to be considered the number 1, possibly not even the number 2, where he could just slide in, have a package of plays, and then go about his business. It's looking more or less like he's going to pick the New York Football Giants. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comment section? You think he's going someplace else? But all I do know is Odell is going to have to work. He's going to have to do more than just the regular season. The postseason, because he's not understanding teams are only going to give you so much, and then they're going to stop calling your phone after a while because they're going to see this as, okay, this is an attention grab. So in my crystal ball, I think he's going to pick the Giants. He talks a lot about having unfinished business with Saquon Barkley. And I think that the Giants are good enough to where they'll make the playoffs. And if they don't do anything in the playoffs, you just blame the Giants. He won't take any credit for it. He won't take any blame for it. So all you Odell Beckham fans, all you Giants fans, Cowboys fans, Rams fans, Bills fans, get in the comment section below. Tell me where you think Odell Beckham is going. Tell me what you think is going on, and we'll see you in the very next video.